An investment in knowledge pays the best interest by Sir Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, our now and our distinguished participants, it's my greatest pleasure that I welcome you all to this LinkedIn workshop. This workshop enlightens us to grasp the potential use of LinkedIn. I am very confident that today's seminar will be both enriching as well as engaging. Our agenda is packed with insightful discussions, expert opportunities, and expert suggested opinions for meaningful exchanges. This seminar caters both new as well as existing users of LinkedIn to grasp the enhanced and potential use of LinkedIn. Without any further delay, let us dive into the idea which is awaiting us. I welcome Ms. Sunaina and Dheeraj to host this workshop. Hello guys. Hello guys, this is Sunaina and I would like you to welcome to this LinkedIn workshop conducted by Newspaper Club. And so this Newspaper Club event is about LinkedIn workshop, as you all know, and I would first like to thank Newspaper Club for giving me this amazing opportunity to present you about LinkedIn workshop. And I will promise you that this workshop will have everything about LinkedIn. Either you're a beginner or you're just a guest who visits LinkedIn now and then and you want to develop your profile, I promise you that this workshop is going to cover you everything. And throughout this workshop, we are going to explore strategies to optimize your LinkedIn profile, engage with your network, unlock the potential of this dynamic platform. Whether you're a second-hand LinkedIn user looking to enhance your strategy or just starting and seeking guidance, you're in the right place. Okay, so without further ado, let's embark on this journey together and unlock the keys to LinkedIn success. Let's get started. Social media platform which connects us to job hirers who hire us, and we are going to let you know how to optimize your profile first. And this workshop is going to have a lot of topics, and the contents for this workshop is going to be what is LinkedIn, challenges students face, why LinkedIn and why LinkedIn Premium, profile, and then job search, networking, learning, creators, and become a creator. So what is LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is a social media platform. But how is LinkedIn very different from other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Snapchat? So let's have a small analogy, which is a donut analogy. And how is donut analogy different? So what do you do on other social media platforms if it's about a donut? I like donuts. Watch me eat a donut. How is my donut looking? Here's a cool photo of my donut. Here is a donut recipe, how to get soft donuts at home. I am listening to donuts. Anyone wants a donut. This is what you see on Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook groups. But how is LinkedIn very different in the same context? LinkedIn has a very professional mindset. How is it professional? I hope to operate the donuts franchise one day. This is the message which replaces the other messages we have spoken about just now. This is how professional LinkedIn is. So there are many more examples, like I'm looking for a job at a donut company. Is anyone ready to hire me? This is another sort of message you see on LinkedIn. I have 3 years of experience making donuts. Does anyone want donuts? This is another message. My top skills are donut production and sales. Here are 3 recommendations from former donut colleagues. These are the sort of messages, and this is the sort of context you find on LinkedIn. This is how professional LinkedIn is. So, what are the career-related challenges you face as students? So, there are many career-related challenges we face as students because we don't know what to learn. There is very less resources which guide us. There are very less number of people who are actually wishing good for us, and for that purpose, we don't have to struggle anymore because now we have LinkedIn which will guide us to do this. And what are the struggles faced by students? Inequity. What is inequity? Which is like a weak network for disadvantaged students, which will affect throughout their career. If you all have introverts in your life, you know, you have your friends as introverts, or maybe you're an introvert yourself and you don't have many friends, or you don't have a very big friend circle, or you don't have a very big network. What about you, who hesitates to contact others to ask for help, physically, to go and ask them because you're hesitated and you're an introvert? What about them? So LinkedIn, you don't have to do anything like that. You just have to send a message to the people and then they'll respond immediately. And you know how, I can tell with my personal experience how effective LinkedIn referrals are. I have got a paid internship in my second year itself because of LinkedIn referral. When a LinkedIn referral you get into your hand, people consider you as more talented and they accept you more. This is how powerful LinkedIn is. So let's get back to inequity. A weak network affects disadvantaged students throughout their career. 4 times, applicants 4 times as likely to get hired via their network, because many people see their profile, many people go through their details, many people, whenever they need something, they remember immediately, this person knows how to do this work very effectively. So then they come back to you and approach you easily via LinkedIn messaging. And then the second one is ambiguity, which is another problem faced by students like us. And then, meanwhile, many students are unclear on what skills they have, what skills to learn, and how to get a job. We don't know what language to learn next, to be honest. We go with the curriculum which is given to us. That is not how LinkedIn functions. LinkedIn gives you a very, very clear roadmap on how to study, what to study, when to study, and everything. 68% of the students understand what skills are needed for their career, because that is how clear LinkedIn explains you about everything. It gives you an option to set reminders and everything so that you do your work on time. Stand in a queue or physically drain yourself for all this. You just have to go, apply for a job, submit your resume, make your profile better and better every single day using your skills, and that's it. That is how LinkedIn works. LinkedIn is very easy compared to the traditional methods which are being operated in the market. And what is the rapid change? You know what? 85 million existing jobs today are not going to exist tomorrow. And that is for sure. There are many things that are being replaced by AI these days. What is the guarantee that the jobs we are doing right now, like making a PPT, I suppose, you're making a PPT today manually, but after 10 more years, not 10 more years, today itself we make it with the help of AI. After 10 more years, it will no more need any human involvement with it. So, 85 million jobs are going to be replaced by 2025. 97 million new jobs are going to be created by 2025. But institutions are preparing you for the jobs that might not even exist. This is the rapid change we are going to speak about. And then, how LinkedIn can help? LinkedIn helps you because you connect with the right people on LinkedIn. You know what that person is. Okay, this person is hiring for a web developer and I am a web developer myself. So I can apply for this job, so I can keep an eye on him. Whenever he posts a job, I can apply for it. So you know whom to approach, where to approach, when to approach. This is how LinkedIn helps you with connecting to people. And then find the right job. There are many jobs in web development, but you're a front-end developer or a back-end developer. In an advertisement, they say we are hiring for web developers, but LinkedIn it's not like that. You can see what are the necessary skills you need. When it says front-end development, they know, they're asking for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. These are the essential details, and whatever qualifications they're asking for, they ask in the LinkedIn. But it is not like that in the traditional method. This is how LinkedIn helps you with finding the right job. So now I will show you a video about how LinkedIn will help you to connect with the right people.
Everyone meet Dhruv. He's just joined today. Hello. Hi. Hi. That's Chandni. She's our CC. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Chandni, the chief chai officer.
Good one. Is
ग्रेजुएशन के बाद जॉब करूँ।
वो विशाल करके बेटे के छोटे भतीजे के दोस्त मेरे आके मुझे रिस्पेक्ट लगवा दो। अरे चाचा मैं तुम्हारे बड़ा नेक दिल इंसान।
Company culture, work-life balance, that's what I'm looking for.
अच्छा अच्छा ही होगा। Expand your job search beyond strategy. Explore more than just a job description and find a job that works for you. LinkedIn.
So the next thing we are going to discuss about is why LinkedIn Premium, why not LinkedIn Free. Okay, so why not LinkedIn Free and why LinkedIn Premium? And as students, we are at a very big advantage than the normal people or common people who use LinkedIn, because we can use 6 months for free. LinkedIn Premium can be used for free for 6 months. And then why LinkedIn Premium? Because LinkedIn Premium members are given much more priority while getting hired. They get 2 times more importance than the normal people, because they have much more features in their account to describe themselves than the normal users of LinkedIn. So by getting LinkedIn Premium, you can get hired 2 times faster by discovering more jobs and exploring valuable resources to help you give distinct competitive advantage as a student. So how? So there are many things on LinkedIn Premium which help you get hired or train you better for your future. How? LinkedIn learning courses. LinkedIn is not just a social media platform where you see some posts or reply to some posts. No. You can even learn from LinkedIn, which is called LinkedIn Learning. Okay, so there are many courses present on LinkedIn Learning. Okay, so this is one of the advantages of LinkedIn Premium. Okay, so there is an example of how LinkedIn looks like for students. Okay, LinkedIn, this is an example or this is a comment by a student. Okay, this is what she says. LinkedIn helped me land an opportunity right out of the university. I used to see LinkedIn as a resume posting tool. Now I see it as a critical piece to growing my career. We have discussed a lot of points till now. That is what it says, right? LinkedIn is going to help you with a lot of things to find your career, to find the right job, and to find the job which suits you, not only which pays you well. Okay, and then what is your benefits with LinkedIn? Okay, you can use your profile picture to show the world how you look, and then you can search for the job in the search portal for whatever job you need. For example, you want to become a full stack web developer, and then you can search for full stack web development jobs and go to the job section and you find all the jobs which are currently hiring. So this is how LinkedIn helps you, and then it helps you build the network. You know what happens with the free LinkedIn portal? You know, you cannot connect with the people which are not in your general connections, like which are not common with your friends or anything. But in LinkedIn Premium, you can send requests to anonymous persons who are hiring, which is another advantage of LinkedIn Premium. Okay, and then how many of you have profile on LinkedIn here? Okay, I see most of them have LinkedIn profile, and your profile means the most of it. So how to build your LinkedIn profile even more effectively? Okay, the first step is setting up your account. If you want, you can actually take out your mobiles or laptops if you want, so that you can follow up whatever we are saying. So, shall I start? Is everyone ready? So the first step for you is setting up the LinkedIn account. If you don't have a LinkedIn account yet, so you can set up your LinkedIn account using your username and create a password, or you can sign in with Google directly. This is how you set up your basic LinkedIn account. If you already have your LinkedIn account, you can jump to the next step I'm saying right now, which is profile. You have to set your profile picture which is decent enough, okay, which is decent enough and which describes and which connects to your job, okay, and then edit your profile, add your skills, add your qualifications, add your experiences and everything, and then these are the basic steps of setting up your LinkedIn account. Okay, then what is profile versus resume? Why do you need to upload your resume again in LinkedIn when you already have a profile profile describing everything. So they both are different. And now we are going to see how they are different. There are big differences between LinkedIn profile and resume. Okay. For example, resume speaks about all the potential like profile speaks about all the skills you have and everything and your experience and whatever it is. But resume is not about that. Resume is about your experiences. Resume is about your qualifications, and that's it. So LinkedIn profile will enhance it by giving more and more options, which gives you like you post a lot of things on LinkedIn. I conducted a workshop today, for example. I posted on LinkedIn. I cannot do that on my resume. That is how it is different. Okay, so the first step which I said is uploading a picture, which is take a great photo of yourself, you know. Use a background that isn't distracting. Don't put a background full of flowers and then stand in front of it and take a photo and then upload it as your LinkedIn resume, because it's very distracting. People don't know whether to see the flower or you. Okay, so don't do that. So and then dress as per your job. Don't dress as a model for a software engineering job. That is what I would suggest. If you want, you can. Smile and have a friendly expression, which will give you a very good impression whenever a recruiter or whenever an anonymous person will look at your profile picture. Make sure your face takes up majority of the frame so that people will have the clarity of how this person will look in real life. And then you have to edit your profile. Editing your profile is nothing but say your story in your own words. See, click on the me icon or the profile icon on the right corner of your screen, where you can find many options, and then go to profile, and then you can add your location. Location can be of two types: the location you live in and the location you want job in. Okay, so you can edit them. Location and industry can be edited, and then work and internship experiences. You can edit them also on LinkedIn. There is a separate section created for work and experiences where you can update everything day to day. Whenever you get a new job, you can update it, and whenever you leave your existing job, you can update that also. And then education and certifications. You can upload your educational details, like which school you have studied in, which college you have studied in till now on LinkedIn. And then the certifications you have obtained, not only from, you can obtain certifications from many places. For example, you're participating in this workshop today and you're going to get a participation certificate for this, and you can upload it on LinkedIn. That is another advantage, and that is how you can edit your profile in another manner. And then volunteer experience. There are many people who we can see who are volunteering for this particular event, and then go and upload it in the section of volunteering and experience on their LinkedIn profile that we have volunteered for this certain event. And then program or organization. This also can be edited on your LinkedIn. These are all some few tips which we think that will help you to enhance your LinkedIn profile. And then there is a headline on your LinkedIn profile page, if you can see. It has to be about what you want to do, what you are, and what you want to be. It has to be about your professional career. Okay, your headline is an opportunity to show people what you are, not just what you want to do. It shows what you are in real life and what you are passionate about. If this is the only thing someone sees, what does it say about me? That is how you should think, and then post a line about it. That is how your description should be. Okay, what you want other people to think about you, that is what you have to write on your headline. It has to be short, concise, and very clear at the same time. Does it capture what a recruiter would care about? You should think about that also. Does this represent my professional brand and show why I am unique? Would it represent that? You should think about that also. Your headline should be consisting a lot of thought and process, because many people don't know us personally, so you should be clear in your mind when writing a headline about yourself on a public platform like LinkedIn. And then edit your profile. This is a short summary which I would like to give you. So the summary on LinkedIn is the best place for you to communicate your professional brand and put your own spin on your experience. See, there is some formula sort of thing which we recommend you to follow. 1 to 2 sentences about you in the summary, and then 3 to 5 sentences about your experience, top skills and passions, and then 1 to 2 sentences about your future goals, and other members can engage with you. So, the next, your learning content. Upgrade your education with LinkedIn Learning. Just now I mentioned that LinkedIn Learning is a thing on LinkedIn, which is available for premium members. Okay, so LinkedIn Learning is an online platform which releases 17,000 plus professionally made courses with 50 plus added each week. Like after completing this course, you can immediately download the certification and upload on LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn will certify you that yes, this person has completed this particular course and this person has this particular skill, and it will be added to your skills section. This is how beneficial LinkedIn is. And then LinkedIn Learning is not just about you learning things. It will tell the whole world about what you have learned and what skills you have obtained. Okay, so not only that, if you do a particular course, you get some personalized recommendations which gives you a clear roadmap to what to study after a certain topic. So that is what personally course recommendations is about. And then there are many Q&A live sessions being conducted by people on LinkedIn, which will give you clear clarity about many concepts which might not have been cleared in the recording session. And then get started with LinkedIn Learning. How to use LinkedIn Learning. So, this is the link which you use for LinkedIn Learning, which is displayed on the screen. And then you can actually type LinkedIn Learning on Google and it will be there. I hope you have all opened LinkedIn Learning. You have to sign in with the same credentials as your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so the first step for LinkedIn Learning is choose the skills you are interested in from the 3 fields and choose the subtopics to learn, so that it can give you some personalized recommendations of the courses which might have been rated very well by other students. So click all the skills just like shown on the screen. You can select all the skills and then click done. And then going to step 2, pick the courses you are interested in, either according to the popularity of the course or according to the topic you want to learn. And then you can start the topic immediately. You could also pick the courses suggested by LinkedIn in case if you don't have the clarity what should you start about. And then there is no problem in that either, because LinkedIn provides you some recommendations which might be in the trend of technology today. So, step 4. And then you can set a daily target about how many hours you should spend on this particular course, and then how many weeks would it take you to complete this particular course. This is step 4 about, and you can see on the picture on the screen about how your goals have been set. And then you click on set a goal, and then it will give you reminders every single day to your mail ID that you have to complete your 2 hours of session you have set to yourself today. And then step 5, set a weekly target to achieve your goal. Okay, fine, these many weeks I have to spend on this particular course. That is what you will set in the step 4 itself, and it will give you recommendations about that also to your mail. And then step 6, which is the most important step, which is that you get a certificate after you complete a particular course or a batch, which can be posted on LinkedIn, and at the same time LinkedIn will approve your skill that this person has been certified with this particular skill and he has mastered it. And then there are some top most courses which are available on LinkedIn, which are actually being hosted by famous platforms like Google, Microsoft, Meta and stuff. And then, so your internship or job, find the right job opportunity for you. Do you jobs every week to keep up with the trend. You know, to keep up what jobs are what jobs are really in the trend right now, what jobs are being on live right now, what are the jobs which are hiring you immediately, what are the jobs that are paying you more, is it better than your present job? So people who actually have a job or people who don't have a job, both of them visit LinkedIn very regularly to keep them updated with their trend. And then you can show recruiters that you are open to work on your LinkedIn profile. Just like you see in the picture, there is a woman you can see in the picture on the screen, and she has open to work written beneath her profile, which says that she is open to work and she is ready to join immediately. And you can do that by clicking on, there is a thing called open to, and then you have to click on get started using the option on the top card of your profile, and then add job titles, types and locations you are interested in. Indicate whether you are available immediately or casually browsing, and then choose whether you want to share you are open with all the LinkedIn members or LinkedIn recruiters. Like, you can even personalize your LinkedIn profile just to the recruiters. If you want only recruiters to see your profile, you can do that also, which is that is also available on LinkedIn. And then you can actually create search alerts. Like, if you have searched for a particular job, you want to be a software engineer, and then you search for a job. If you find one, well and good. If you don't find one, it's still fine, because once you search in the search bar of LinkedIn, it will keep sending you recommendations that you have searched for a particular job and there is a new job available right now. Do you want to apply? It will send you personalized recommendations to your email, and you'll even get app notifications about this. This is how search alerts are created on LinkedIn. And then you can even follow companies like Google, Meta, Microsoft on LinkedIn, where they regularly post about either internships being posted or the courses which they are posting or any competitions they are conducting, or either they are opening a job right now. You can see all of them on LinkedIn and you can actually follow them on LinkedIn. So now I'm going to invite Dheeraj to continue this workshop for you. I would like to give a round of applause to invite him.
Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for gracing this event. So I'm here today to explain you or to tell you about how networking helps you in LinkedIn. So I'm one of the member who has gained a lot from this networking, and I'm going to tell you how that networking will help you as well. So one of the key things is that your networks is your future. Like, after you go out of this college or after you finish your graduation, the network you build in this college is very important. Maybe after going a few years in the life, maybe one of your friends has put a company and you can get a job from there, or you are putting a company and you need good employees in your company. So people who you know or people who you have worked with help you a lot in building a good professional career in your life. In such way, your network is going to help you a lot. And even in LinkedIn, 50% of the hires result from a personal connection. So whenever you are building a connections with many people and you have a personal touch with them, like you know them from a long time or you have traveled with them from a long time, so they will be ready to refer you, right? Whenever, if they are in a bigger organization and they may know about you, then it will be easy for them to refer you and give a confidence to the recruiter that, okay, this person, I know him from a long time and he can be a very valuable asset to our company. So in that way, referrals help you a lot in your life. And the next thing is that what is the power of networking? So, as I told you in other terms, networking will help you in every part of your life. Maybe it can be your professional career or it can be your personal career. The power of networking is very great. Like you can find many opportunities in your life from networking. Okay, so now I'm going to tell my example of what happened in my life where I got use of this power of networking. So what happened was, few months back, I taken a thought that I need to earn some money for doing this college stuff and all, because my parents are not giving me that much of pocket money. So what I thought was, I'm going to start teaching programming languages. So I've been learning different programming languages from a long time, like from my 9th class. So what I did was, having the proper knowledge of the programming language, I thought now I'm going to start teaching it to them, teaching it to others who need it. So what I did was, I went to my LinkedIn profile and I put a post that, hello, I'm Dheeraj, like I've been learning this programming language since a long time, and I put some projects which I've done, and below that I said that I'm now open to teaching someone, like if anyone are interested in learning the programming language from me, I'm open to it and I'm gonna teach them. So what happened was, I found my first connection from a random connection, like it was a random connection. I was just scrolling and I found a person who is a tester, software tester actually. Okay, I don't know if any of you have idea about that. So when we guys code the programs, the software testers test those programs, how they are working, is there any problems in that program. So what she was wanting was, she wanted to have a switch in her career. Like she was a tester, but now she wanted to have a switch in her career to a software coder. So what I did was, I offered her something like, I am a good coder, like I have a good knowledge about coding and I have done various projects. So I'm going to take a 1 week of free sessions to you. I'm going to give complete free sessions. You can listen to the sessions, and if you find them helpful, you can continue those sessions and give me some payment. I'm not demanded the payment also. I've said that once you start listening to me, and if you understand me, and if you feel that I make value in your life, then you can give me the payment. So that was a success story. What happened? I took a 1 week of free classes, 1 week or 10 days of free classes literally, and then at one point of time she was like, okay, I'm very grateful for your sessions and I'm able to gain a lot of things. So I'm gonna, I'll pay you and I'll continue. So I got a good amount, not that big of amount, for a student like me, it's a very good amount actually. So then what happened was, that lady is the only person I got from LinkedIn. She was the only one I got from LinkedIn. But other 4-5 students whom I am currently teaching are the reference of that person. I did not get the other 4-5 students from LinkedIn. I got the other 4-5 students from that lady whom I got the first one from LinkedIn. So in that way, maybe the LinkedIn itself is not helping me, but the person I found on the LinkedIn is helping me in my future, right? So it happened in this way. So now I am teaching around 4 to 5 students currently, where most of them I got from the one lady, which is the main one, and I got referrals from her, and now I'm going well with my trainings and all. So the network power is such that. So if you have a good network, and if you have a person who has a good network, it will be a very helpful thing for you as well in your future. Okay, then what I'm going to discuss is how to discover existing connections in your LinkedIn. So you open My Network, click on My Network in the top navigation bar to find the people you know. Like when you register for LinkedIn, you give your name, your number, and where you stay and all, right? So according to that, the LinkedIn profile gonna suggest you whom you might know. I think sometimes you have observed the notification where it says this is some person and you might know him because he has a similar interest to you. So you might know him. So in that way, you can find someone, friends and family. You can find the current and former colleagues, because they, if you are studying in VIT now, the other person might also post that he's from VIT college. So you can find referrals from there. And then the next thing is that how to search for new connections. So maybe you don't, like how I did. I wanted new connections. I didn't know that one person at all. I didn't have any contact with her, and I found her randomly. How did I do that? So what I did was, I went to the search bar where I put my choices, like someone looking for a new job. Then I put that someone who is experienced. I put that sorting techniques, and I found some persons who are learning to do things where they want to switch careers. From that part, I messaged each and every person whom I found out, and I'm lucky enough that I got one person out of it who was okay with my statement, that she believed in me. So that's about how you use connections. Then use your network on LinkedIn to connect to opportunities. So what can you do with your LinkedIn? So one thing is that you can ask for information interviews. So you can message someone who is already working in a company or in a bigger organization and ask him that how can interviews, how should you take the interviews? Like I'm a student now, I'm going to sit for the placements in the next 2 years. So what should I do for the placement? How should I learn for the placement? So the people, the recruiters who are in those companies will be open to give you the information about that. They will be ready to teach you how to go about the interviews, what kind of answers should you give and all. So you can use for that information interviews. Then you can request for referrals, as I said. So you might say that I know this person from a long time and please refer me to that recruiter or to an organization where I want to work. I want to work with them. As you are part of it, please refer me. As you know me, please refer me. So you can request for referrals. Then you can request for recommendations. So recommendations are on LinkedIn are like references from people in your network. So different people on your network, the network you have built, you can request for recommendations, what to learn. So maybe now I am a student, then I am entering into a professional career. You can ask your network, what should I learn now? What is happening in the industry currently? You are in your college, you don't know anything what is happening in the industry, right? The person who is already in the industry will be able to tell you what is happening in the industry currently, which programming language is working fine now, or which is in a boom right now, which is it HTML, CSS, or it is web development, or backend development, which is in a boom now. So whenever you have a good network, you can get good recommendations from those people, and you can build your career. Then add value and engage with your network. So whenever you are going to build your network, for example, I'm going to take an example where, for suppose, I want to start a new startup. Like I want to start an entrepreneur journey. So what I do is I contact a fellow entrepreneur, like some good entrepreneur who is already in this field and doing many startups. So what I do, I invest time in the connection and request for information. So what I do is I talk with that person. I ask him what is happening in this startup field, how the startups work, and from the scratch, if I want to start, what should I do with those startup ideas? So I can ask for time with them. So I can invest in the time. You need to respect the time of every entrepreneur. You can't just say that, for example, I have an idea. So what I do is I prepare a PPT regarding that idea and I send it to that person. Please refer this idea and tell me what should I do. The entrepreneur who is already busy with his startups won't do that, right? He does not have that much of time to verify your account and to know that if you are doing things correctly or not. So what you should do is you should have a simple conversation with him, right? I want to do something. How should I do it? And please help me with that. So you need to have a proper time with him. You need to have a good quality time with him. Then you need to like and share things. So if you are having a network and in your network some people post about different things of what is happening in their life and what they are doing with their careers, you need to start like and sharing them. Like in your Instagram and Facebook, when someone likes your post or likes your video that you posted, you get excited for it, right? You get happy for that someone is making a value out of your post. So in the same way, when someone posts in your LinkedIn, on your LinkedIn page, in your network, you should start liking their posts or sharing their posts to others, so that the person will be like, okay, this person is following me regularly and he's liking my work. I can have a good conversation with him, and maybe if he's fine with it, I can refer it to someone like that. Then you can join groups and exchange your insights. Like we do in the college as well, right? We form groups on similar thoughts. So we join the clubs which we are interested in, or we find some groups which have similar thoughts like us, and we exchange different insights. So whenever you start talking about things you know and listen to things they know, you'll get a lot of information regarding them, and that will help you in your career a lot. Then the next thing is that your creators. Hear from people who inspire you. So these are some of the top creators. I don't know how many of you know them. Ankur Warikoo. Ankur Warikoo is one of the boom of lockdown, I could say. Like he went on a boom on the lockdown where he started telling about his entrepreneurial journey, how he started his startups, 2 of the startups, how he failed in those startups, and how he became a career advisor to many people, and how those letter of recommendations he had or from the referrals he had, how it has helped you in his life. So he keeps posting different things on his LinkedIn page where you can learn a lot from him. Then other are like Divya Gopinath, who is a co-founder of Byju's. She's a very great entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, where she has invested in many different companies and many startup ideas. So she shares valuable insights about her entrepreneurial journey in her life. And then Kunal Shah, who is a founder of Thread, most of you might know him. He's also a top creator on LinkedIn. Then some of the Gen Z creators are like Arjun Prakash, Gutta Karthikeyan, then Kushal Lodha. Kushal Lodha, I don't know if anyone knows. So he's a third ranker or fourth ranker in All India CA exam. So what he does is he helps people to build their career, like how to build your career, how to start a startup, or how to concentrate on a particular thing you have and develop it in a way you can monetize it. So what I had a teaching skill that I can teach well because I understand things. So some people have helped me how to teach well, and my father, for example, he has helped me a lot to telling me how to teach to others, how to make them understandable to you. So in that way, you can learn various insights from the already working people and then build your career. Then you can also be a creator, right? The post which I put on the LinkedIn page is making me a creator. Now I'm a creator who am posting what I feel and what could I do on the LinkedIn page. So the creator mode works in such way. So when you go on your LinkedIn page, you just enable the creator mode so that you can get access to different creator tools, showcase content to your profile and get discovered. So when you're on the creator profile, then the LinkedIn page will know that you are trying to post something and you need to get a reach to it. So it will show your post more on other LinkedIn pages or other people on your network, and in that way you can build a great network. Then how to start a conversation? Like I said, you need to post something interesting, right? The people are not that free in this reels world. Like only the attention span of people are just seconds. It has come to seconds. So what you should do? You should start making small posts, a little bit smaller posts, in which you can tell completely what you feel. So a short form post is sharing in the simplest form. Using them makes it easy to post consistently about interesting topics, share interesting news, or simply to ask engaging questions. So when you are putting things in a short form, you can add more of such short form things. But if you are putting in a long format, it is maybe not possible to put the same long format again and again. But if it's short form, you can do it again and again regularly at regular intervals, so that you can be noticed by many people. Then images and videos. You know that instead of speaking, if you listen, if you see them, or if you have an audio, video visual, it will be a greater thing, right? It stands out in the feed. When you see these images like this, they are very interesting images, right? They are bringing up some imagination in you, what is happening there and why is it happening. So when you want to be a creator, you start putting out images or videos with regard to your posts. Then discover the impact event. So if you have the creator mode on, what you can see is that how many impressions were made on your post, like how many people have gone through your post, how many people have spent on your post. Then engagement. Engagement is like how many of them liked your post or shared your post. With that, you will know that how much, which kind of content is working. For a particular post, there are less audience, but for this another particular post, there are a lot of audience. So with that, you will know that how your content is working, and you can work on your content based on that. So that's it. This was about how networking helped me in my life. I hope this network helps you in your life as well. So have fun with it. Thank you so much.
anybody has any personalized doubts about creating anything about what we've explained right now, you can approach us within 15 minutes. We are here for you.
If any one of you have any doubts, you can raise your hand or stand up so that we can address you easily.
Will you help me how to find my internships?
Yeah, sure, I'll help you how to find your internship. In which domain are you finding an internship right now?
Full stack development.
Okay, fine. See, you have to first go to jobs section, which is in the rightmost corner of your phone, or is the second option or third option on your Windows, I guess. And then you can find your internships here. See, full stack engineer, and then you can personalize them by going to my jobs, and then you have to browse your jobs, like search your jobs by title, and then you can set your location also. And then otherwise, if you want your preferences, you can set them also. My interests, open to work, you set them all, and then you will get recommendations directly. Whenever the jobs are open, you get it here. That is how you search your jobs. And then there is a option to even upload your resume on Windows. You have to go there and then upload it. Do you have a Windows right now? Do you have it? Do you have your laptop open right now? I can show you. Open your laptop. You can upload your resume, which will even give you personalized recommendations about your jobs. Does anyone else have any more doubts? Yeah, when you go to the job section, there is a thing called settings. In the left corner, when you open the job section, there you can upload your resume. Whenever you update your resume, you can delete the resume you have now and then you can update it. You will find it. You will find the settings as soon as you click on the job section. There you can upload your resume. Any more doubts? You can stand up or raise your hand.
Thank you.
So there are no more doubts regarding this workshop, right? So there are few conclusions. So everyone who have attended this workshop will be getting a certificate of participation, and I request everyone to please come onto the dais so that we can take a picture with you, and we will be sharing it along with the certificate of participation through your emails. It's just a photo, so there is no need to think that much. I request everyone to please come.
End.